Now students, let's begin with the next topic, that is hydrates. So hydrate means the word indicate that there is a presence of water. So now come to the definition related to the hydrates. First, here we will discuss about the water of crystallization. For example, we have a substance that is blue vitriol. Blue vitriol is copper sulfate and 5 molecules of water. So this is copper sulfate pentahydrate. The water molecules, here the water molecules are associated with the substance that form a part of the crystalline structure. So these are the water molecules, these are associated with the substance and forming a crystalline structure, and together that is known as water of crystallization. And the substances which have water of crystallization, that is known as hydrates. So here are some examples. Already we have done the blue vitriol. This is also known as blue vitriol. And come to the next, green vitriol. In the green vitriol, there is presence of iron sulfate FeSO4 and 7 molecules of water. So this is the substance. Here it is associated with the water molecules and further it forms a crystalline structure, and that is known as green vitriol. This is the example of hydrate. In the same way, next one is Epsom salt. This is a salt which contain magnesium sulfate and again 7 molecules of water. So here are some examples given in your book in table 8.2. You can read all these examples of common hydrates. Now next is loss of water of crystallization. So this is the basic thing. When water loss occur in the crystallization form, then it changes into the powdery form. So when we heat copper sulfate with pentahydrate, so what will happen? The water molecules will come out from the copper sulfate, and what it will become? It will become only copper sulfate in the powdered form. So there is one activity given in your book in figure 8.6. Take a burner, candle or burner you can take, and take a test tube, and in this test tube put some blue vitriol and heat it, and by providing heat, the water which is present in the test tube, which is present in the blue vitriol crystals, that will coming out and that will settle at the colder sides of the test tube, and the crystal will crumble down and that will changes into the powdery form. In that stage, the crystals does not form. Crystals only form when there is a presence of water. In the same way, next example you can do like green vitriol. In the same way, in the green vitriol, when we heat the green vitriol, it on being heated, the water of crystallization loses from it, and the light green crystals that will changes into white powdery solid. And when that changes into the powder form, that is known as anhydrous. Anhydrous word means without water. Hydrates means water and anhydrous means without water, because in this case when water loses, then it will only ferrous sulfate will there, iron sulfate will be there, and that iron sulfate is in the powder form, and that is anhydrous ferrous sulfate. Now the next one is, how can we say that colorless liquid is water? Means how can we test that the liquid colorless is water? So first of all, take anhydrous salt. Anhydrous salt means which is without water, that is copper sulfate. Copper 2 sulfate and copper 2 sulfate, and put some drops of colorless liquid on it, on the copper sulfate. Then what will happen? If the color changes into the blue, if the copper sulfate color changes into the blue with the contact of water, then we can say that the liquid which we have used for testing the water, that is a water. Anhydrous, here you have to remember, anhydrous salt you have to take. In the same way, we can also do the iron sulfate, iron 2 sulfate. So when we use the liquid with the iron 2 sulfate, if that changes into the green color, it means the liquid which we have used, that is water. In this way, we can test that the colorless liquid is water. Now next, the main term is hygroscopic substance. What are hygroscopic substances? A substance that absorb moisture from the atmosphere. So here the common example we can say that in some cloth bags, inside the cloth bag there is a small pouch is kept, that is of silica gel. And what is the purpose of that silica gel? It helps to absorb the moisture from the article, because sometimes it is present in the leather articles like bags, shoes, purses, etc. and water bottle also. So it helps to keep the things dry from inside. So other drying agents like calcium chloride, CaCl2, sodium hydroxide, soda lime, these are the different types of drying agents also used in the scientific work. So there are some examples of hygroscopic substance given in table 8.3 in a yard book. So in that table, what they have given, the sodium hydroxide, for example, the substance is sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide, that is solid in state, and what it is here is present NaOH, means sodium, oxygen and hydrogen. So in the same way, there are different types of hygroscopic substance which helps to dry the substances from dry the articles from inside, helps to take the moisture, absorb moisture from the atmosphere. So now the next main term is deliquescent substance. It is also that substance which helps to absorb the moisture from the outside, moisture from the atmosphere. But here the difference is the solid dissolve in it. The solid dissolve in it and it form concentrated solution. It is commonly seen in the rainy season when we keep the salt, common salt, in the open place. So what will happen? The common salt will be melted after some time, because the common salt absorb the moisture from the outside, and the common salt in the powder form or in the solid form, and that form a concentrated solution. In the same way, some more examples are there: calcium chloride, magnesium chloride, sodium hydroxide. These all are the deliquescent, because these substances appears to have melted when they are kept in the open air or kept in the open atmosphere. So in the same way, table salt, that we have already done that, so this same property. Now next one is the calcium chloride and magnesium chloride. Common salt show this property, but the table salt, refined table salt, does not show this property because that contains CaCl2 and magnesium chloride. In the same way, sodium hydroxide, that is NaOH, when that is kept in the open air or in the open beaker, that start looking watery within a few seconds, because that show the property of deliquescent substance.